So, hi David, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. And your work in comedy has been capturing a lot of attention lately. How does it feel to see your performances connecting with so many people?
Honestly, it's awesome. But I've been wanting to do comedy for a while, and stepping in and seeing people have a reaction to it and seeing people enjoy it is it's such a cool feeling.
That's awesome. I love that. So, a challenging field. So, what inspired you to start performing, and how has this journey been so far?
I think my inspiration kind of just comes from I like being funny. I like being the person that people can turn to make them laugh. I like brightening people's days. Laughter is an escape from the real world, especially. So it's nice to be able to bring people that sense of happiness in an otherwise dim world, And I describe my journey so far as a lot of fun. The people that I've met, the experiences that I've had, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of learning. It's a lot of talking to people and sharing experiences, and it's great.
Awesome. So you just started competing on Gong. How has that experience been for you so far?
That's been pretty cool. Honestly, different platform. It's a new experience. I like the setup. I like how you can see how everything ranks in real time, and so it's pretty cool to see those competitions and win a couple.
So what are your goals on Gong, and where do you see yourself going with this platform?
Ideally, I'd like to be one of the top-rated comedians on it. I see myself going and competing in as many competitions as possible, and hopefully ranking pretty highly on all of them.
Awesome. Love that. Well, I hope that works out for you and that you grow on Gong. So what do you think resonated most with audiences with your performances? What's your best performing comedy show?
I think a lot of the stuff that I feel resonates with people a lot. Some of my jokes that maybe you have to think a little bit about are some of the jokes that are just pure shock value. I think I did a joke about segregation at one point, and that coming was just very the shock value of it was very laughable.
Do you have certain jokes that just perform better than others?
Yeah, I mean, I feel a lot of comedians have their go-to jokes or their own reliables that are always good for a few laughs. So yeah, I definitely have a few of those.
Okay, perfect. So looking back on your performances, is there a joke that you're the proudest of?
I don't know if I necessarily have a proudest joke. Some things I am very happy that I think of, but honestly, just whatever the crowd reacts to the most. If I can come up with something that gets a good laugh or a good reaction, that's what I'm proud of in that moment.
Do you ever just kind of freestyle, or do you always go into your comedy shows with a plan?
I usually go with a plan, but whether or not I stick to it is dependent on the audience or dependent on how my jokes are going. If something's not going very well, I might go off script and try to balance. But and of course, interacting with the crowd plays a big role in it too.
Mm-hmm.
You just go up and put on a performance. Comedy is one of the more intimate performances, so it helps to have a connection with the audience.
So humor is such a great way to connect with people, as you said. Do you have any standout moments when you realized that comedy was really making a difference to somebody, or just, you're making a difference to your audience?
I guess on a personal level, I realized comedy was kind of a direction I wanted to head into, or something that I took a joy into. When I was younger, I would always watch all the classic specials. I would watch Eddie Murphy. I would watch Richard Pryor, Bernie Mac, all the kings of comedy. I used to just use comedy as it was just my go-to. It was my escape. It was my comfort, and to be able to provide that for other people is awesome.
I love that. That's so inspiring. So what does participating in Gong Talent mean to you as a comedian, and where do you think it could end up taking you?
I feel it's pretty cool because the first comedians on the app, so it's nice to have that platform and get my foot in the door a little bit before other people do. week or anyone else is making their way in that. So like, I mean, my goals are to just get as much recognition, to get as many opportunities as possible, and the platform is certainly helping with that.
Definitely, yeah. It's awesome to have that head start. So every comedian dreams big. What are your ultimate goals in comedy?
I love to shoot big. I've been telling people this since I started. My goal is to make Kevin Hart look like a scrub. Like that.
I love that.
Shooting for the stars, you know. Jackson had a level of fame unlike anybody else, so we're shooting really big.
You're gonna get there, I promise. Gong's gonna help you. What's a significant obstacle that you have faced in your career so far, and how have you kind of overcome that?
I feel like a lot of comedians, like, the most common obstacle is probably just like writer's block, or just sitting there and thinking like, is this or even self-doubt, is this the path that I want to take? Is this the risk that I want to take? And then you start getting in those thoughts when you're like having writer's block and you can't think of anything and you just need to try to get out of your funk. Honestly, I'll get out of my funk by watching another stand-up special or by going to an open mic and like maybe going to some of my old rival jokes just to feel the laugh again. And it always just brings me back. And it's something that like I want to dedicate everything to. I want as much as possible. I have my sister there to support me. She even tried backing me down, saying like, "Are you sure you could go to the military and get this nice, reliable job?" I said, "Go all in. I want to take this risk. I want to do it."
Do you have any advice for any aspiring comedians?
Go for it. Be original. Be funny. Just go for it. Like, if you think you have, or if you want to get up in front of people, just go for it. It's so much fun.
So looking ahead, what can your fans and supporters expect to see from you in the near future?
A lot of good jokes. Just branching out more. Looking to do like more shows across the country. I'm looking to do more podcasts and looking to get myself involved in a lot more. Not only like across the state and across like the area, just across the country. So expect a lot of content, expect a lot of traveling, and hopefully be along for the ride.
Awesome. So is there any new material, shows, projects you're currently working on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always working on material. I'm always looking for another show. I have a few shows booked over the next couple months already. I have a special that we're filming down in Toms River, New Jersey. That's hopefully getting pitched to some big producers, so maybe that'll go somewhere.
That's really exciting. You'll have to keep us updated on that.
I'm excited about it. Like, every show I do, I look at it as this show could be my big break. And I'm always trying. I'm always doing the best I can. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing how that turns out and seeing your journey. So your fans are rooting for you every step of the way. Do you have any final thoughts or messages for them as you look ahead to what's next?
I mean, keep being supportive. That's all I can ask for. People liking, sharing, commenting on my posts, everything, like, it all matters and it all goes a long way. So just keep the support up, and like I'll keep doing what I can do to be the best comedian I can.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, David. We're all excited to see what's in store for you and your comedy career. So keep making us laugh and inspiring others, and I can't wait to see what you do on Gong.